Hey YouTube, so I'm coming through with another video. And the reason why I was urged to make this video is because I'm actually watching the news and I see that this little boy needed a blood transfusion. And they're saying America has been impacted historically by the blood shortage. Well, back in 20, I believe it was 2016, I used to give plasma all the time. I don't think it's the same thing as blood, but they do take your blood out and they don't give you back all your blood. They say they do, but it's so much blood that's in this container, about that much, that after they put your blood back in, it's so much left over. So it's a lot of blood that you don't get back. And for those that are able to go and give blood, go and give blood, because just like they said, we don't know when we'll ever need blood, if we ever need a blood transfusion or whatever. And just to put it out there, like I said, I used to give plasma a lot, like a lot. And it took a toll on my body personally. And when it was time for me to have my son, um, I lost a significant amount of blood, and they had to monitor me after I had my C-section. I didn't have to get a blood transfusion, thank God, but I did lose a nice amount of blood to where they had to put me in a room and a nurse had to monitor me until it was time for me to go back. Um, well, until it was time for me to go into the room that I was gonna stay at for the 3 days or whatever, after I had him. So if you are, like I said, if you are able to go and give blood or give plasma to help those that are in need of that and that are sick, go ahead and do it. Me, on the other hand, it scared me um to basically, I hate needles, period. I'm a chicken when it comes to needles. And the only reason why I ever got shots and getting needles and stuff like that was because I was pregnant and I knew that my child needed to be all right. I wasn't thinking about the pain that I had to go through getting stuck, getting IVs in my arm. I wasn't thinking about me. I suppressed my feelings because I knew that I had an unborn child inside of me that needed to come into this world. So I put all my feelings aside to make sure that that child was healthy and getting the fluids that the child needed or whatever. But like I said, I did give a lot of plasma. It was like clockwork. um I also, at the time, I needed the money to rebuild my life, and I had to do what I had to do. A friend told me about it. She was in college and she did it. So I ended up getting on it, and I would give plasma like twice a week. And I was going like clockwork because, like I said, I had to rebuild my life, and I worked, had side hustles, taking care of people, and I had to go and give plasma, like I said, to get all the money that I needed to restart my life. And that money actually helped. But now in my life, from like, sometime I may feel like a little shoulder pain and stuff like that. And and it's really in the arm that I used to give plasma in. It's not my other arm. And like I said, sometime I will feel a little pain, and it wasn't like that before. So maybe it has come from me, at the time I was giving plasma so much, and then maybe from my pregnancy, like with me having my son and what I went through. I lost a significant amount of blood. Maybe I was thinking maybe it was because I was basically giving so much plasma. But for those strong men that, you don't have to carry a child, I would urge you all to go out and give as much blood as you can, or give as much plasma as you can, because there's a lot of children, and there's a lot of people, period, not just children, but there's a lot of people out there that need the blood and need the plasma. So if you're healthy enough to go and do that, I urge you all to please go and do that, because there's people that are in need. Um, and women, if you're done having babies and you know, um, go ahead and do that. But if you're able to, um, but as for me, um, from the scare that I had personally from losing the significant amount of blood with my son, I have to, you know, even though sometimes I'm like when I just seen it on the news, I'm like, oh man, you know, I wish I could jump up and go and do that. But it scared me to a point to where I cannot take that risk. I cannot take the risk. You know, if I had to, like, I would say if it was one of my children and I just had to do it, then I would go ahead and take the risk. But as of right now, I'm not gonna say never, but as of right now, at this point and at this moment, I'm not able to do it. But just because I'm not able to do it doesn't mean I can't urge somebody else to go and do it. Um, and if you've never done it before, they just stick the needle in your arm like an IV and they drain you out. And just make sure that you drink enough water or drink enough Gatorade and stuff like that, because the more water or Gatorade that you drink, the better the it is to speed up the process basically, and you don't have to sit there a long time. Make sure that you eat and stuff before you go, and make sure that whenever you leave you have a snack and something to, you know, rejuvenate you, maybe a Gatorade or water or something like that. um but like I said, I wish that I could. I used to a lot, but um until God basically gives me the okay to do it, then I'm just gonna hold off. But like I said, that doesn't mean that I can't be an advocate and tell somebody else, hey, if you're healthy enough, if you've never even tried it before, go ahead, it's not that bad. But at this point, I'm gonna say at this point, I can't say never in the future, but just right now at this point, I'm just taking a break and holding off, and that's due to the personal issue that I went through. So like and subscribe to the channel. I love y'all, and sorry I be so long-winded. I sit on here and talk all day if I can. But like, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and peace out until the next video.